acidification is?
I mean, I would guess that it's like over time that it sort of concentrates different chemicals and things that end up in the ocean, so maybe it ends up making it more acidic. Okay.
Kind of. So it's the absorption of CO2 into the seawater because of burning fossil fuels, which disrupts, the ocean chemistry.
Sure.
So carbonate ions, which are the things that organisms need to make their shells, so like the shellfish and corals, so they can't do that.
Okay.
Did you know that plankton in the ocean produce half of the oxygen we breathe?
No, I had no idea about that. I thought that was just a plants thing. I didn't even know things in the ocean could do that.
Yep. So yeah, they're dying. So that's not a good thing.
No, certainly not. We kind of need the whole air thing. It's important with oxygen and whatnot.
And last question, do you believe it is our moral obligation to take care of our environment?
Yeah, I absolutely do. I think that it's one that gets overridden a lot by a lot of other things people are just more interested in, and I think that interest comes from what they don't like, what they know about the things that they like, and not knowing things like about the plankton can make a huge impact on whether they care about it or not. That alone makes a big difference to me now knowing it. So yeah, I think that we do. It just unfortunately gets overridden so much.
Do you know what ocean acidification is?
I think it's that the more pollution that's gone in the water, the temperatures have gone up, so there's less acidity or more acid in the ocean. It's really bad for the animals.
Okay, so basically global warming kind of does play a role in it, but it's a little bit different. So you're right about the temperatures are increasing, but it disrupts the ocean chemistry because the pH of the water goes down, so it becomes more acidic. So you're right about the acid part. And so this is from burning fossil fuels and all the carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide goes into the water, which reduces the carbonate ions, which are basically when the organisms create their hard outer shell, so shellfish or corals, so they're not able to
Protect
form
themselves.
Yeah, so that's why it's harming the marine life. Did you know that plankton produce 1/2 of the oxygen we breathe in the ocean? Yeah.
No, I did not realize that.
Do you know what a carbon footprint is?
No.
Okay, it's basically the amount of carbon dioxide an individual puts into the atmosphere. It's for the best if we try and reduce that, so drive less, ride a bike, conserve energy. Plankton in the ocean produce half of the oxygen we breathe.
I know, I was like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. Most people think it's plants, but do you know what ocean acidification is?
It's where there's carbon dioxide in the water.
It makes it more acidic.
Yes, good. So when humans burn fossil fuels and use a ton of energy, the carbon dioxide goes into the air and then it gets into the water. A lot of the marine animals are being harmed by this. Did you know that plankton produce half of the oxygen we breathe?
Yeah.
You did?
I didn't know that.
Okay, last question. Do you feel like it's our moral obligation to take care of the environment?
Yes. Wait, so why were we always told that trees produce the oxygen? We should be saving the plankton, not the trees.
Do you know what ocean acidification is?
Yeah, it's when carbon dioxide goes into the water from fossil fuels, and they get from us, burning fossil fuels, and it gets into the ocean and kills, either lowers the pH level, I think, something like that.
Yeah. And then, did you know that plankton produce half of the oxygen we breathe?
I actually didn't until recently, and I think people should know.